Fala pessoal, tudo bem? Aqui é o Rafael falando, mais uma vez um vídeo aqui no canal para falar um pouquinho sobre o Project. Vou ter que fazer o switch para inglês porque a gente está com o Erik van Hurck, da Holanda, um MVP aqui, que é meu amigo e é uma pessoa muito bacana, tem algumas contribuições no meu canal. Eric, I will do the switch so then we can get started talking in English.
Yeah.
So first of all, I would like to say a very big thank you for you to dedicating some time to meet with me here after the MVP Summit, and for just sitting down, having some fun, having some discussions.
Yeah.
So appreciate that very much. So Eric, we are gonna talk a little bit about project. Of course, that we cannot talk about anything we saw during the MVP Summit. It's all under NDA. But first of all, for us to get started, I would like to bring you to the stage, and feel free to say to our audience who you are, what you do, and why you are here.
Yeah. Well, what a stage it is, right? Because look behind us. That is the Microsoft logo that you see on all the pictures of all the people. We're here in lovely Seattle. It's the best weather ever. It's even the hottest day ever recorded in March, I believe.
Yep.
So,
just because you are here, right?
Yeah, I keep saying that, and I'm here together with another Projectum colleague, Peter Kestenals, who is also an MVP, and we're here together on the MVP Summit. And he mentioned that he never had this less traffic ever.
Yeah,
so
that's true. So weather is perfect.
Weather is perfect.
Traffic's perfect. The party tonight is gonna be perfect as well.
Yeah.
So you are very lucky guy. Or you are bringing us some lucky. Right?
It's a lucky place. It's good to be here.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit about myself. I own a blog called Project Corner. And I own a YouTube channel called the Project Corner Vlog. I'm not too happy about that name, but I think it's not a vlog per se, but it's more a channel. So I should have called it the Project Corner channel maybe, but that's just me. And I'm recently an MVP, and I work for Projectum the Netherlands, which is based in Utrecht, and we basically service anyone within the Benelux from the Dutch office, and we also have, of course, the Denmark offices, and we have some apps, and we tend to move around.
Okay. So for me to get started, guys, for you to know who Eric is and the work he does, as you know, the MVP program is a program that basically tries to understand who is doing a very good work and a very good job within the community. In our case, we are project MVP, so we do work for the project management community. So we basically, as Eric said, we do write blog posts, we do YouTube videos, trying to help people, right? Use project in a better way.
Yeah.
And he has been doing a very nice job over the 5 years.
Yeah.
So over 5 years. With project online, he has some wonderful ideas. So just for you to know, one of the blog posts that I have on my blog, which is the one that talks about the differences, about the percentage, right? So we have like the percentage complete, the percentage of work complete, and the percent of physical completion, right?
Every one of them.
So this is a blog post that I wrote, but it was basically based on Eric's initial blog post. So we try to exchange some knowledge, we try to exchange some ideas. But what I really like about your work is you try to always go further. So one of the things that you should be looking at for you guys in Brazil who do speak English or who are trying to improve your English is going to Eric's blog, because it's gonna be providing you a very useful source of content. And also he has some very nice ideas. So Eric, talk about, or tell me a little bit about the user voice thing that you get some ideas from that and try to see how we can solve them, or what the opinion for them is. So
well,
go ahead.
Great subject where the blog post that you translated has been on the top level of my blog posts as well, until recently, where it changed to the 3 favorite templates of reports. So maybe we should do another translation there.
Yep.
But the user voice, user voice is something that Microsoft uses to improve their products. And it's something that will increase in significance, I believe, in the near future, where the community really connects with Microsoft using the user voice. So, for instance, if you have something that you want to change within project, you might want to have, something silly, baselines having not a baseline 1, baseline 2 name, but a real name instead of the baseline.
So you can say something like planning baseline, execution baseline, and things like that.
Exactly, or first scope, second scope. The organizations will have different naming conventions for these entities, but that's not currently in the tool, right? And one of the user voices actually talks about this. So in the blog, the Project Corner, I have a small series where I talk together with MVPs such as yourself, and we talk about the user voice. We talk about what it is, why it is important, why you as a community member should actually be voting for that. And it ends always with a call to action. So the call to action would be, go vote if you do agree, or add a comment to it if you don't agree. Why don't you agree? So the user voice is really there to get the interaction with the community back again.
Yeah, and one thing that's important about user voice is sometimes when I tell people, go to user voice, vote for this idea, or go to user voice and post your own idea if you do not find something similar in
Absolutely.
there.
Yeah.
People try to say, nobody cares about this, nobody's ever going to be seeing this. But in fact, what happens is there are some things that have been shipped as part of the product that were basically ideas originated or generated in the user voice forum, right?
Yeah.
So somebody shared a nice
asked.
idea, then lots of votes came in. Microsoft realized that this would be nice for the community wants it. Let's go ahead and do it. Right?
Exactly, and at the moment there are even 7 items that Microsoft asks to tell you more about. So there are things that Microsoft has looked at, but they need more information from you as a community member to talk about what exactly you need. So Microsoft really is involved in this, and they really do want your input.
Yeah. So another thing that I like, Erik, about the work you do with the community, and I would like you to explain a little bit to people, is you write a lot for MPUG, right? So as MPUG is an organization that's directed or is always publishing things in English. Most people in Brazil do not know much thing about MPUG. I also do some work with them, so I write blog posts, I do some webinars. But you had a session that were basically, I believe, 7 incorrect ways of using projects. That was a big hit, right?
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about this.
The 7 incorrect ways of using Microsoft Project is actually where it all started for me. It's these items that turn up now and again, and people still use those incorrect ways of using Microsoft Project. And I'm actually turning that into a YouTube series as well. So it started with 5, and now it's at 7. And maybe it will turn up to 8 or 9 or 10 in the future. And it started on my blog, then it moved to MPUG, which is the Microsoft Project user group, by the way. And after that, it's now a YouTube thing.
Yeah. So as you guys can see, it should have a little bit of noise here just because there are lots of people taking photos. This is the official logo, and we are actually, stealing some space.
Yeah, we're sitting in front of this.
Yeah, so
And,
I hope you don't mind about this. I don't believe you are gonna mind about this, right?
No.
So Erik, I wanted you to make an official commitment here in front of the audience. You said we should be doing some other things together in terms of blog posts, and so every time I need to, I think it's a good idea. Actually, I always think it's a good idea translating some of your posts, but I do not have time to do all of them. But now I want you to make a commitment here. So can I just go ahead and translate anything I want without asking for permission?
Without asking for permission. As long as you send me the draft version.
Are you gonna be able to read them in Portuguese?
Well, I'm trying. No.
Okay.
I do Google Translate on it. And yeah, sure.
Okay. So
Wrap
we have
the
a deal,
Wrap
right?
the stuff.
So just some more things for you to know about our job and our work here. So we are really excited. At least I am really excited about all of the things we are seeing here. I believe there is a great future for everything that relates to this project and project management perspective. And I am really looking forward to be working and collaborating with another MVP such as you, Erik.
Yep.
I am a big fan of you. You know that I already told this to you. And, for you guys that are watching this video in Brazil or wherever you are, I hope you are excited as we are, because we have lots of space to grow, lots of things to do. It's going to be a bright future.
And on that note, this is actually a very special video that we're doing. It is a two-part series. This first part came on Rafael's YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's going to be like more an interview because it's not so technical.
No,
but
it's
then
the next session is going to be on my YouTube channel. So if you like this video and you want to know where it continues on, just a brief introduction. It's going to be on Teams, it's going to be on Flow, and maybe even Planner, who knows. It's going to be a more deep dive because this was the introduction to me and Rafael.
I will put Erik's channel here, the address in the comments down below, in the description down below, and you can just go ahead, access his channel. You can subscribe to it because of two main things. So first, you are gonna learn lots of project. You are gonna get some great content. And second, if you are Brazilian, you are gonna get some free English classes.
Yeah,
right.
And I'll put in some Dutch there as well if you like that.
I was gonna be mentioning
All right.
this as well. Everybody, see you next time. Thank you very much, Erik. It was a pleasure meeting you for the second time, right? We were together 2 years ago, not as MVPs, and now we are here as MVPs.
We made it.
Yeah. Bye.
All right. See you later. So, hello, Rafael. We are at Microsoft.
You see, we are amazing.
We are?
Yeah, we are beautiful.
I think
We are handsome. We are amazing. That's it. And his band.
Guys, see you tonight, yeah?
See you tonight.
Are we doing a
Say
video?
hello. Say
Yes,
hello.
sir.
Are we videoing?
You?
Hey
Hello,
guys.
Ben.
Mr. Ben Howard.
Top man. Top man. Not top man.
Best man.
Best one.
See you all later. Adios.
Come to the wedding.
I'll see you guys
So-
later, yeah?
Here you go. This is the weather in Seattle now. It is amazing. All right, so that is recording number 1.